Is Battle for Neighborville overhated? Pretty much everyone in this community does not like BFN, and everyone I know of marks BFN as the reason why PvZ died and why EA popcap failed making PvZ games. And to ask to see why is BFN getting the hate it's getting, we have to look at the 3 games. We have to look at Garden Warfare 1, Garden Warfare 2, and Battle for Neighborville. And when you compare these 3 games, you need to keep in mind a lot of stuff, like balance, how fun they are, the maps, you know, the fact that they actually make a game good. Let's get right into it. Balance is the main way to determine how good the game is, or how viable each character is. If every character is viable, that means the game has good balancing. If some characters do a lot better than the others, it means the balance is bad. Out of common sense. Now, I'll give BFN a benefit of the doubt. They really tried balancing this game as much as they could, but the upgrade system completely throws any balancing they did out the window. Now, if we look at Garden Warfare 2 balancing, we can see the balancing in Garden Warfare 2 is actually pretty decent. Most of the characters are in top tier. Now, if we look at BFN, we don't have any variants. That's the main complaint about the game. While you don't have the variants in BFN, you do have the upgrade system, which is a lot worse system than we had in Garden Warfare 2. But overall, every character in BFN has a bullshit upgrade, so it kind of balances out that everyone's bullshit. But 2 characters, in particular, have 2 game-breaking upgrades that, if you are playing against, you're just instantly dead. For the 2 people who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just gonna explain it. Cactus and 80s Action Hero.
Nice P-Gal. Oh, Prodigy. But you failed. And I love how they tried to get the P-Gal.
Bottom line is that the game is basically destined to fail at that point, so there's only no way that the game is
Compare what you just saw and look at BFN's healing process and you realize why it's so unfun to play against this. I don't know how can anyone tell me that Brainium Bastion is better than these 2. Like, come on, man. It's no secret that BFN's gameplay is the worst out of the 3, but it's not for the reason you expect it to be. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about when I said this game's hit rate is awful. Have you ever tried playing Super Brains in BFN? Holy shit, it's... Now when you take this hit rate aspect and look back at the balancing and you see the swarm characters that are in this game, you realize that 99% of your deaths are just gonna be the swarm drones that are just indestructible to the hit rate in this game.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
On a 20% cooldown, these speedy ass fucking drones are gonna kill you 99% of the time because of the hit rate in this game. And don't even get me started on the corner peeking in this game. I'm sorry, but what the fuck is this game? One side I'll give to Garden Warfare 1 is corner picking in that game is actually pretty hard. In Garden Warfare 2 you can do it in some specific spots, but in BFN you can do it legit everywhere. If you are corner picking, you are going to lose the fight because someone else will surely be doing it to get an advantage over you. Now, the worst aspect in BFN, AI backfill. I'm sorry, I know the game is super dead, but I do not want to kill AI every time. I don't need some computer to aimbot me out the sky that no player was ever able to hit those shots. Like, what in the hell? I'd actually argue the fucking AI in BFN are better than the actual player. One thing I'll give to Garden Warfare 1, it's its maps. By far the best looking maps and most fun maps to exist. In Garden Warfare 2, you got pretty decent maps, overall pretty good, outside of Walnut Hills, which should not exist in the first place, and Moonbase Sea. Now, in BFNs, I can't even lie to you, the maps are just so underwhelming, the choke points are really bad, and you don't really have any counterplay to some stuff in it. The final points feel rushed, if you even can get to that point. Yes, you heard me right, if you can even get to that point, because the map crashes 50% of the fucking time. Even if you do have fun in BFN, the game will just tell you no and fucking say, host has ended the game session. But there's one good aspect in the BFN maps, and that's Battle Arena. Whoever made Battle Arena deserves a raise, since it actually encourages you to do teamwork in a teamwork-based game. It actually takes all the stuff out and force you to play as a team to actually win. As a whole, BFN is just a huge mess, especially on Founders. If you were here for Founders, the game was just absolutely terrible. The game just feels super rushed with the cosmetics, the balancing, and the abilities, and it just looks like they tried just getting another game out just to milk it for money. I know everyone's got hopes for PvZ, but I'm already here to say that you need to get that out the window. Like, really. I did the same mistake and ended up very much disappointed. So in conclusion, does BFN deserve its hate? In my opinion, at least, yeah.